Well, good morning. It's Monday, March 21st, 2011. Yeah. The first year of a new decade. And of course, since I have the propensity of stating the obvious, we are now in the 11th year of a new century. And since it is the beginning of spring, we're actually 1/4 of the way through the year. Amazing how time flies when you're having fun, if that's what we're doing. It's kind of something a little more serious, and I will be posting the information down below. According to Alternet, in a story released, it says crime rates are plummeting and no one knows why. I posted this on Facebook and made some comments as to what is going on, as well as a short discussion with my friend Kim. Truth of the matter is, I think we actually, let me do it this way. I think we know why. I think we're ignoring what is actually happening out there. Now, there are some very good factors in what's going on. As the article points out, community involvement in crime detection, prevention, and intervention, which is basically, well, in this case, they happen to point out that people using their cell phones to take pictures, to text message the police, or to call the police when something's going on. That's a very big part of it. And why is that happening? Because most of us have decided the hell with the bullshit. We're tired of seeing people victimized. We're tired of letting the criminals get away with hurting, in some cases, even other criminals. So that's a very large part of it. Part of it, too, has to do with a positive side effect to an economic downturn. And that positive side effect is that when people are not working, they are at home. When they are at home, it is a deterrent to criminal activity against their property. Another part of it, too, is that people realize, because of the media, even as much as we do criticize it and complain about it, that with the exception of very few people, the 400 that more cited as holding more wealth than the lower 50% of the population. Most of us realize that the guy next door is no better off, or gal, better off than we are. So there's a certain empathy going on there. Also, through the 90s, and again, the media reporting that was never quite, as good as we would like it to be. Even our buds at Fox News have driven home the point that violence hurts people on an individual level, and before one goes out and commits a crime, it gives pause to the commonality, because of the commonality of humanity. And yes, even the creeps, when they're not acting like creeps, do realize that they are hurting people. And I think the message has gotten out there. There's also another factor. Well, actually two factors. And this is why I say I think we really do know what's going on, but we've discounted social science so damn much that we cannot bring it into the equation. And it's basically Merton's work on crime and anonymity, or crime and social strain. Of course, if you've read his work, it basically boils down to this way. And if you haven't, That's not unusual. You have to really be up towards the higher ends of sociology studies to have even been exposed to it. When social goals are no longer obtainable or no longer valued, and in this case it happens to be the rampant materialism in our society, when social goals are no longer obtainable or no longer desired, and the means to get to those social goals are no longer functioning, which is what we see out there when you have a population with the official unemployment rate at about 9%, which means the unofficial employment rate is about 16%, give or take a few. Two things happen. A person, this is on an individual level, a person will retreat into what he described as retreatism, which is pull back completely from the social goals as well as the social means. And the other is what he called ritualism, whereas we keep doing what we're told to do because we can't come up with anything better, but we no longer value the goals of society. And again, for America, for the last, call it 40 years, the goal of society has been to consume and to acquire. And I think we're all getting pretty well burned out on that. But at the same time, we're still doing things like looking for answers on the internet, watching TV. We're going out and doing our jobs, even if we can't stand them, even if it doesn't look like it's going to really profit us. We're trying to achieve more than one degree, academic degree, going to school, to achieve our ends, but without really buying into what's going on out there. Their ends are not our ends. And I've talked to enough people as of late that we are very concerned with what's going on out there in regards to we don't want to go where the corporations are trying to take us. And the corporations are definitely running the United States these days. So, anyway, what all this boils down to, and no, this is not idle rambling, this is actual science. What all this boils down to through retreatism and or ritualism is that we're going through the motions of sustaining the lifestyle, ethos, mythos that we have in the United States without any grasping for the end goal. And as such, as bad as that sounds, the end result of that is violent crime, aggravated homicide, aggravated rape, aggravated robbery, all go down. Because you don't have to get violent if all you're doing is stealing food. If you can't eat and you go into a store and you shoplift and, take a hike, that does not constitute violent crime. Petty larceny and those type of crimes are still about where we expect them to be. Those, in my opinion, are survival crimes. But violent crime is going down because we no longer feel that we have to grab for what the corporations are spewing forth in the television commercials. And we don't have to keep up with the Joneses because, quite frankly, the Joneses don't have it any better than we do. And we're looking for a new solution. And right now, that solution, thank God, does not include violence. So I'll leave you with that. It's Cliff Potts. Thank you very much for your time. And as always, may your God go with you. Bye-bye for now.